became pregnant when I was 17, and I was keeping the baby. That was my decision, you know. I was determined this is what I was going to do until I came to the realization it wasn't the smartest thing to do. It wasn't what was good for her at the time. It wasn't the happiest home life either, which I thought this is by no means a place where I wanted to bring a baby in to be brought up, and I just couldn't at the end of the day envision it as being a good thing. Whenever I would try to envision bringing her home and everything, I would envision just not happy times, you know. And not that I wouldn't be happy with her, because I would, but not for her. It just wasn't a healthy situation at the time to bring her into, and I just came to the realization that as much as I wanted her, it wasn't what was best for her. The three things that were very important to me was I wanted a middle-class family, and I wanted her to have another sibling because I didn't want her to be an only child. That was important to me, and the other thing that was very important to me was I wanted her to know she was adopted. I didn't want it to be the big hidden secret where someday she'd get slammed up against the head with this realization that everything had been not what it seems. And they were great about, you know, giving me a wide range of families to choose from, and I went with her parents because they were both teachers. I figured that would be a wonderful, wonderful thing and give her the jump start to a really, really good future. When I held her, I just knew I was doing the right thing. That's all I could say was I just knew. I was like, oh my God, she's so beautiful, she's so precious, she's so wonderful. I cannot risk ruining this for her, you know. So, I don't know, it was, I'm not going to say easy to let her go, but in a sense, I just knew. I just knew I was doing the right thing. So then I contacted the Cradle and said, okay, I think now's a good time to try and make contact, and Nina was wonderful. I just sent more of a generic letter because I didn't know, and I said in my letter, if you don't want to have contact, I understand, it's completely up to you. And lo and behold, a few weeks later, I had received the best letter I ever received in my life. Her letter was, it was incredible. It's not easy. It's an unsettling feeling, but when you weigh the balance of taking the risk to give them a better life, that's what definitely outweighs the fact of second guessing yourself.